Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Ihti, Aren Ishakanugu Kemet. Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Ihti, Sound is loud and clear. That's beautiful. Hope you're doing well. I have a little bit of time on my hands, so I decided to do a live stream. I was actually about to share some of the pictures from museums and go through the vocabulary, but I thought, at the end of the day, the few who knows Medu will be able to tell what the words are, including those who are currently taking the classes. But I figured let me just put question and answers, So take it as a Q&A if you want about the Kemetic language, otherwise called Hieroglyphic or Medu. And as usual, anything else goes, so feel free. Because for those who don't know, when you look in the description section, you have an email address where you can reach me and tell me your availabilities if you are interested in learning the Medu. I am seeking for new learners, definitely. People who want to get serious and learn this culture by way of the main communication tool, which is, of course, the Medu, the sacred writing. Now, I've said it many times. I don't know what's going on in the UK. I don't know what's going on in England. We don't really hear brothers from over there. But here's what it is. All right. Now, we do have some French speakers every now and then because, some people in France and French speaking countries also know what I'm doing because I actually have a fair bit of French videos. But lately, I'm not really uploading videos in French. But sometimes when I'm live streaming, some French speakers happen to stop by and say, "What's up?" So feel free to use the chat, or those who want to get on the panel directly have the link. It's actually in the chat. So let me see what's good. There's a video of a person who's been shot by the police recently, and apparently he was hit with about 60 bullets. But it's up to like 90 bullets that were fired. It's just crazy. And things like that happen too regularly. Just too regularly. Besides that, I don't really know what's going on about the current event. So yesterday, a brother participated in the chat and he said that excuse me, apparently the leader of the NOI is about to step down, but I don't know how valid that information is. So really take this opportunity. Feel free. If you have any questions or comments, even if you don't agree with something that I said, it's all good. Oh, we have Jamal Hester who wrote ETM Hetep or Hotep Sen. Good. Hotep Sen E. Inejerek. How did you learn the Medu literature? Did you just pick that up from my greetings, or have you studied by yourself? If you have, which book did you use? And if you haven't studied by yourself, then who did you learn it from? And if you don't mind, let me know where you are located. But thank you for coming in. Now, in the meantime, everybody else is free to participate. I will not be there for hours. I have a little short while, so take advantage. You might have some questions about the language or anything else, and feel free to take advantage. Sometimes I'm in flowing mode, but right now I'm not. Okay, so Jamal says that he's still learning and that his teacher is, well, I guess he meant to write Sanjeti, was affiliated with the shrine of, well, probably more with the temple of Anu than the shrine of Ma'at, but they're kind of the same, kind of the same team, really. And he's from New Jersey. All right, okay. And how long ago did you start learning it? I hope you don't mind me asking you questions, but you're the only one there. So if anybody else wants to get on the panel or ask questions, then feel free. But I'm familiar with that brother because years back, I was a regular participant on the Amen Ra Squad radio show or radio broadcast. So that's many years ago. TU, yes, I'm part of the Temple of Anu. All right, okay, all right. I see, I see. The only thing really I don't understand is why Sanjeti is supporting the claim of two guys who talk about Kemet means riparian land or riparian country. I was quite surprised when I saw. I mean, I understand he's one of the author of the book, but dang, that claim is kind of buried, you know. So his Kemetic name is Mentu Ra. All right. I've been learning for a few years, but I started taking it seriously this year, Lord. All right, I see. I see. Well, that's a good thing. I love to see people learning this ancient language. So I hope that you will go far. You'll be able to read from original documents, uh, mainly found in museums. You know, I mean, you can always have some pictures or videos of primaries, but to face the original artifact is one of my favorite thing. I don't know if you had the chance to. Are you subscribed to my channel? But if you had a chance to have a look at my channel, I've been going to the museum in many different countries. So one of my favorite things is just to view some artifacts that I have never seen before. And it's a nice feeling when you can read directly from the monuments. And if you happen to go along with some friends or family members, then you can break down a little something to them. And eventually, once you get a reasonable level, then you can kind of, I don't know if I should say introduce other people to it, but you can kind of put them up on game. And we don't have many people learning the Medu Neter. We don't even have many Kemetic people. I mean, we have plenty who claim to be Kemetic, but, besides having a name and an avatar, there's nothing much. So I'm definitely looking forward to have new learners, and so we can grow as a community of people who want to preserve this tradition. Now, Jamal wrote, I'm subscribed. I started following you after we met on Monoshaka almost Friday night. Oh, that was a while back. That was a few months back. I don't know if it was a year ago. I mean, I should look at my email. Oh, it was a year ago. Dang, time flies. Time flies. It was a year ago. Yeah. All right, so if you're subscribed, then you must have seen all the discussion that's been taking place. Yeah, probably almost a year ago. But sometimes I think about some events, and I'm thinking, it's a few months ago, but sometimes it's actually over a year ago. It's difficult to find Medu Neter learners. And when you have a few people who claim that it has not been deciphered, or who disrespect the culture and the tradition of Kemet, it's a bit understandable. It is a shame, though. Oh, okay. Well, in summary, you must be familiar with the book that was co-authored by Sanjeti Ankara and two other guys. I don't really like to name them because but you might have heard, maybe even have purchased that book that proposes that Kemet, the actual place, means riparian land or riparian country. So I spoke to well, to make the long story short, there's a brother called, his YouTube account is called Smash Rock Wells. and she's quite known in the hip hop world because he's a member of the rap group Hieroglyphics. And on his YouTube account, about, is it a month ago or 2 months ago? Well, about 2 months ago, he made a video called Ancient Egyptians Calling Themselves Black. And I happened to hop in on that live stream, and we spoke for more than 3 hours with one Medu teacher. And because of his claim of hypothesis of Kemet meaning riparian country or riparian land, they are trying to change the meaning of Kem with the I6 glyph. And they come, so I mean, people will tell you, Kem is just a consonant sequence, KM. It's like me saying Nefer is just a consonant sequence, NFR. So even the Newt glyph, if you're familiar with it, the glyph that's usually appearing where we have, the name Kemet, and also other locations like Waset as well. Many times we see it in the word Waset. Now they're trying to say that it has something to do with water. And so far I've seen that it is a crossroad, so that claim is shaky. And now they went all the way, basically saying that everybody's wrong. All the Egyptologists in the world are wrong. Rukeri Amin is wrong. Shekanta Diop is wrong. James P. Allen is wrong. Everybody's wrong. The dictionaries are wrong as well. It's only them who are right. And it's a bad look. It makes us look bad, really, But Smash Rockwell, Smash is spelled, I smashed you. SMASH, and then Rockwell, ROCKWELL. He went at great length showing a different usage of the Kem glyph, and for the most part, the translation is black. Most Egyptologists agree with that. Hence why most Egyptologists translate the word Kemet or the name Kemet as the black land. Some translate it as the black, as I have for a long time, and others will translate it as the land of black people. But nevertheless, for Kem, the root Kem, with the I6 glyph, the translation is most of the time black. Now, Jamal Hesser is asking, I didn't get to read the book yet. Do you think it's a strong claim they are making? Well, I mean, I disagree with that claim, but you are encouraged, if you ever have time, to look at Brother Smash Rockwell's videos, and I think it's overwhelming, because it's not just what I or he says, it's what the experts say, what the Egyptologists say, you see. So once again, I was surprised to see Sanjetti. I mean, I guess they, did some Jedi mind trick on him and told him, you wrote the books, and we're all in this together or whatever. But there's only one time I saw Sanjetti with them regarding that claim, because they are really lonely with that hypothesis. I mean, I don't know how far you went with the Medu, but are you familiar with the I6 glyph? That is described as a crocodile skin or a piece of charcoal. They're trying to say, but it's all good. It's all good. What I'm saying? It's all good, But we cannot change the grammar. We cannot change the meaning of words. And It's just those two guys, those two guys. They are really on something. In life, people should learn to take a L. You know, it's not the end of the world if you have a hypothesis or proposition and it is not accepted or it is not considered to be valid. You don't have to go all the way and start saying everybody else is wrong. Because I mean, those guys, if you take the chance to see that they're talking about appealing to authority, and basically, it's not good for the community to hear people make statements like that. Like we 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 shouldn't be relying on the expert and so on. Now, Jamal says, I thought that the claim was that the name literally meant that the land was black as opposed to the people being black. Not saying the people weren't black. Well, yes, indeed. That's how it's translated most of the time. Egyptologists will translate it as the black land. Now, they will say it's black because of the color of the soil, because of the color of the soil. When the inundation happens, the silt, they mentioned the silt, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, indeed. So most of the people who will be labeled as African centered or Afrocentrists or Kemetic, most of them will translate it as the land of black people or the land of the blacks. You see, but the most important is that this I6 glyph, when it's in use, mostly the translation will be black. You know, so some people are just stubborn. They are just stubborn. Well, we don't really hear them that much now. I mean, they were very confident because they were used to talking with neophytes and groupies, so they felt some type of way. But they got a reality check. So it's all good to have a hypothesis and to propose something new, but you can't just run around and claim that all the experts in the world are wrong. And particularly when you are not in the field, you don't have any degree or credentials in the field. It's a bit bold, and I say a bit, I'm being diplomatic. It's a bit bold to claim that all the specialists in the world are wrong when they have done the studies and they have done the work. And one of the talking points is, well, they done the work. I'm saying that dude, that so-called linguist did the work. As if other people didn't do the work. And that's why they say that Diop was wrong. Diop did the comparison, like I said before, most of us were born, but anyway. So he asked me, can you show the glyph if possible? I think I'm familiar with it. Yeah, I will show it. Now, let me put that down. I'll put the English one. It's loading right now. Shouldn't take long. That I can close. Now, how to find the slide. Now, let me put this away. And find the slide. Oh, there. The one. Okay. This one will do. Presentation. Boom. Now let's share the screen. Share screen. How does it look? I don't even know how to do the full screen of this stuff. Where is it? No, it's not that one. Where is it? No, it's not that one. It's not the one that's open, is it? That's number 3. If I do read, what would it do? Oh, no. Full screen now. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not full screen, but anyway. No. Okay. Oh, my. Okay. So that's the glyph there. That's what we refer to as the chem glyph, and many times we specify or we clarify that it's the I6 glyph, because some people try to be slick and say, there's other chems. That's the one. The other proposal, it might have been a piece of charcoal. That might have something to do with charcoal. Most Egyptologists would say that it has something to do with the crocodile skin. I heard some people say crocodile foot, but from what I've seen, it's like crocodile skin. Now we have Matthew Smith on the cover wrote, "Bro, I understand you're trying to teach people Kemet, but I urge you to stop sending DMs pics of you with inappropriate attire to my 5-year-old brother." What the? Well, that's some. That's just. That's a troll. I'm gonna get rid of him. What's interesting is that he joined YouTube on October 28, 2021. But the profile picture seems to be a screen print of today's live stream. I'm waiting for Jamal's comment to appear. There it is. So he will, yes, of course. I thought you were referring to something different. Yes, that is what he taught us actually, that it was burnt charcoal. I never heard a possible translation was crocodile skin. Well, if you pick like, for example, I use Obzomer. That's the book that we can see on the screen there. Though he has put a question mark when you put crocodile skin. But I don't know. I'm just gonna try. Oh, I don't have Guardian on this computer here. Or maybe I do. Let me do a search. No, I don't have it there. Oh, why is it showing like this? This one doesn't give any description there. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should find it. Well, this way I will have it on my computer, on that computer. So get the PDF. Bear with me. Looks like I'm frozen. Oh no, that's not the right screen. Okay. Let me go back. I want to download, so I do. Just downloading. Now I'll put it on my desktop. Okay. Should find it inside there. I think I had it. I don't like the search on Macs, on Mac computers, because they show you every damn thing, pictures, text, any damn thing. Okay, 15 seconds left. Let's have it on desktop. Okay, this is the third revised edition, so i6. Okay, I'll do it manually then. F. So now I'm going to share the screen, and I will show Egyptian Grammar Third Revised Edition. In the meantime, Jamal wrote not charcoal, but charred wood. Share screen. Okay, so how does it look now? Okay, so on the top of the screen, we have, it says 6, but that's the presentation for the glyphs classified under the letter I. So it is indeed I6. And you see it says piece of crocodile skin with spines. So that's just, and we can see it's page 475. So that's just a reference for you, my brother. And he's not the only one, you know, it's not something exclusive, you know, many different ones will, you know, describe it as such. So But the most important, no matter what it is, it's the most important is what it means, what the meaning is for the most part. Oh, how funny. Now on page 498, we have the newt glyph. Let me share it. So we can see the newt glyph, and it says reference 049, village with crossroads, ideogram in newt village. For the reading, you can refer to the, well, I don't know if it stands for pyramid text, but pyr dot, and it says those belonging to the lower heaven, and the very late variant for, now this is Greek, so I cannot really read that. It's a determinative for a village or town, for example, Waset, and earlier I told you about Waset, and we have it written here in hieroglyphic or Medu. And Waset is what the Greeks call Thebes, and today is known as Karnak. So inhabited region. So we're still talking about the determinative, okay? So it's a determinative for village. It's also a determinative for inhabited region in Kemet, Egypt, literally the black, and then in parentheses we have land. All right. So that's just for the record. And Jamal added, I just looked at a pic of a crocodile skin. I can see the resemblance. Wow. But what matters here is the definition that we had for Kemet. We have the black and then land in parentheses. It appears that a lot of time when we have grammar books about the Medu nature, they refer to Gardner. And I'm talking about recent grammar books because Budge is really, 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 really outdated. And here on page 607, we have American Dream. How you doing, brother? On page 607, I think that's what I said. Page 607. Now, here, well, okay, let's do it this way. Okay, why can't I just highlight that part? There, actually above Blackland, we have black, B, as in B black, and we have the Chem glyph with the phonetic complement of the owl, which stands for the sound M. And here we do have the determinative of the This is a hair lock, it's a determinative for skin as well, and some people claim that because when we don't have the determinative for skin, then chem doesn't stand for black, for the color black, which is really amusing. It's like saying that when we have a deity, we have without the A40 or other determinative for deity, then it's not actually the deity, that's something else. I mean, dang. Jamal wrote, "Shard would make sense for the word black. Not sure of the relationship with the crocodile skin and black." But like, I can never say it enough. Despite what description they give to the glyph, what matters the most is the meaning. You see, and like you wrote earlier, Sanjeti himself taught you all that it was burnt charcoal. Oh, okay, he didn't mention that. But what translation did he say? What did he say it means to you? Did he tell you it means black, or did he tell you it had something to do with water? Do you recall when it comes to the meaning? Because we have James P. Allen. I forgot if it was page 9 of his book, Middle Egyptian, and he shows us um, a facsimile of an artifact where we have Henenid the Black, and Henenid the Black in Medu Neter is Henenid Kem. So Kem stands for black. And there is no determinative for skin. James P. Allen is a PhD in digitology, so sometimes when something doesn't suit some people and they are disingenuous, they just go around and say, yeah, but he's wrong, he's wrong, she's wrong, they're wrong, everybody's wrong, they're all wrong. We have to be serious for a minute. There it goes. Sanjeti taught you all that he meant black, you see, so it's a bit problematic, It's a bit problematic to claim that Kemet means riparian land or riparian country, So it will be better to retire that hypothesis, you know what I'm saying? People can write other books, it's all good. But to each his own. I mean, we have people who teach that, Saddam Hussein was a brother. People would teach that Osama bin Laden was melanated. So, we have enough everything. But with the Medu Neter, it's a bit particular because there's so few of people from the conscious community that actually deal with the Medu Neter. We have a lot of people who just get Wallace Burgess books, and it's really outdated, and then they make interpretation out of Wallace Burge, So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's not that difficult. The Medu Neter is not that difficult, And we need to be scientific in our approach. We need to have methodology. We cannot just make stuff up because we like it or because it suits our personal opinion or personal hypothesis. Now, brothers and sisters, do you have any questions, however? Feel free if you have any questions. And for those who want to get on the panel, you have the invite link. But for those who didn't know, you need to show your face if you get on the panel. If you don't want to show your face, stick to the chat. I will leave in a few, so take advantage now. But no matter where you are, brothers and sisters, you can be in Europe, you can be in Africa, you can be in America, or anywhere else. I am proposing some new time slots, Monday to Sunday, 10 p.m. EST, New York time. Oh, my bad, my bad. That's 10 p.m. in Europe. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. You have my email address in the description section. Let me know which day suits you. If there's 5 people for a time slot, let's say Monday, 4 p.m. New York time. Yeah, no problem, brother. Jamal has to go. I have to go, my brother. I will tune in more often. Shem M. Hotep. All right. Thank you for being there. Dua, Sen. So, if, for example, Monday or Tuesday, there's 5 people, we can start straight away. Otherwise, let's say that it's going to start in September. So there's a good 2 months to gather the troops, you know. But yes, indeed, you know. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. So this is what we'll do. 5 people, that's good for us to start, you know. So if we have 5 people before September, it's okay. How about September? We'll see how many people we have, you know. So if you have questions, you can still send me an email, but it's just that easy, you know. And I know, you know, most likely, like it happened most of the time, I will be live streaming, and some people will just come for the first time, or maybe they just happen to hear me once or twice, but they didn't know I was giving Medu Nature classes. And then they will be like, you know, hey, yeah, I want to get down, you know. Well, Beverly Gunn, it's been a while, Beverly. I hope you're doing well. Now, feel free if you have any questions and statements to make. You know, feel free. I really like the interaction, brothers and sisters. You know, if you hear me talking about something that might go over your head or you're not, you know, familiar with, you know, it's all good. Don't feel any type of way if you want to ask about something else. So don't think, okay, there's a silly question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how I come off to some people who are not familiar with the meta nature, but I don't recall, you know, being condescending and arrogant like some people who tell the brothers and sisters, you don't have any questions, you just need to shut up and go and read. Meaning reading their book, you know, but hey. The meta nature, the hieroglyphic, is something that can be learned. You know, don't listen to people who don't have any tradition, don't have any culture, don't have any standards, don't have any morals, and they just talk for the sake of talking. And they will talk so bad about Kemet or the meta nature, while they will not say a single word about anti-black and anti-African teaching. You know, they don't have a problem with that, you know. So if you knew the amount of Europeans that actually know the meta nature and they learn it, not because they're studying it at school, not because they entered the field, but out of interest and passion for ancient Egypt. But yet we have all those people who claim to be Kemetic, you know, who highlight the fact that it was a Black African civilization, but they cannot even read 3 glyphs, you know. And those same people who claim to be Kemetic will claim to be Pan-African and African-centered, you know. And some are all over the place because they will bear Kemetic names and claim to be Kemetic, but yet they will say the Medu Neter has not been deciphered with a Kemetic name. There's a few, you know. So we can get serious and get familiar with it. I've been teaching it for a while, and I know my method is efficient. And you do have a testimonial playlist. And don't be sad if I'm repeating myself, but like I said many times, you never know who's there when you're live streaming. Some people might just happen to know about the channel for the first time. And besides, those who heard me say that a few times, you know, they're not there to learn the meta nature. So, you know, I'm looking for people who want to take it further. You understand what I'm saying? I know it's possible it will happen, you know. I did a few live streams where, you know, nobody got on board, but eventually people got on board, you know. There's no obligation to learn it. If you don't want to learn it, it's all good. It's not for you. It's fine, you know. But like I said many times, some people have been saying for over 2 years that they're going to learn it and they're not. So I have to seek new learners. I do have to do that. You know, some people could help me out, and you just let people know, okay, this brother is teaching it, but and I know some people are doing it, but I have to do this. I have to do this, and I will continue until I get the learners. You know, I'm not necessarily expecting to have the full Monday to Sunday filled up. We'll see how it goes. But in terms of availability, you have more than the choice. The choice is great. The choice is yours. The choice is wide. It's large. Because many times people, when I propose, sometimes, Lord, people tell me, no, I'm not available that day, and that day doesn't work fine. And now you have every day of the week. So, if people don't have a single day of the week that suits them, and, I guess, they got it made like that, but for those who are interested, they will be able to make the time. And the funny thing is that before, I wasn't really actively seeking for new learners, and I've been, thinking, okay, they will come in due time, But when I started, pushing more and stating more often that, there are Medu lecture classes available, then that's when I started having people, so I have to do what works, what I'm saying. In the meantime, we can always talk about anything else. It's all good, We used to before, Now, I know I haven't been live streaming for a while, so it's not much participation, but ultimately, I'm looking for people who want to preserve that culture. That's what I'm looking for. Anybody else not happy and want to talk smack, then they can holler. Because a lot of people are very comfortable when they are not facing Kemetic people, particularly Kemetic people that are in the known. You know what I'm saying? Because for those who don't know, even the people that disagree with me are welcome on the platform, as long as there's no disrespect, profanity. I mean, insulting, using profanity and stuff like that, but it's never it's never on any rah-rah stuff right here, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm not interested in talking with the French Pan-African pedophile and pedophile defenders. But other than that, anybody that I even address, anybody that I ever disagree with in the past or recently, anybody's welcome to come, to holler. I don't screen the calls. I don't know what people will ring when they call. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So if there's anything else people want to address or talk about, then it's all good. We can do this, In the meantime, I have this interest, I have this passion, and I had it for years, and I love to learn it. I love to teach it. And so, I'm just gonna let it be known that we can do this as a group of people. We can, and it was a great experience so far, to give classes, to give lessons to brothers and sisters. It's not just the brothers who live in different parts of the world. It's just lovely, and I want it to continue. It's a great experience. I want it to continue. I don't like the experience of the conscious community that teach that black means death and Africans are living in the jungle. Have that experience, I don't like it. And besides, I'm still surprised to this day that most people are very shy and saying, I disagree with these lessons, but to each his own, not everybody is built a thorough way. Some people are just, more than timid. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, we have so many people now that they're still, debating the theological writing of the Abrahamic belief system. You know what I'm saying? And this has been done for decades, and it will probably continue. But it's not scientific at all. It's not science at all, So all you brothers and sisters who claim to be Kemetic, you can take it further. It is possible, definitely, Now, for those who don't know, the classes are not free of charge. There is a fee, and it's $10 for a class, and the class is at least 1 hour. And with the time slot of 4 p.m. EST, New York time, we can go over the hour. It's all good. You know, it's all good. And it's the best. Okay, well, I guess we can call it a day because there's no more participation. It's been 57 minutes. So thank you for the brothers and sisters who came in. Now, for those who don't know, I mean, I don't mind flowing. Really, I don't mind, but I'm expecting some participation, you see. So before I used to, sometimes I had some live stream, and the live stream might have lasted like 10 minutes or 15 minutes because nobody came in, you know what I'm saying? So I have a little bit more patience now. But as we continue, because now, brothers and sisters, you are aware that I'm back to live streaming a little bit more because I'm trying to find some serious brothers and sisters who are interested and who want to learn something new. They want to learn a skill. They want to learn a new language, learn to be able to read this ancient writing. Okay. But as time go by, you know, if there's no participation, then the length of the live stream might reduce, you know. But like I said, and you will see, I cannot predict the future, but you will most likely see some brothers and sisters who will come in on the platform, rather directly on the panel or via the chat, and they will just sign up for the class, you see. And some other people will not be their first time, you know, listening to the live stream. You know, they might have been, you know, listening to the live stream or to the videos after the live stream, but it will be the first time that they will participate either in the chat or directly in the panel. You know, that's the way it is, you see. So it is important, you know, if you feel like there's a culture that you want to practice or a tradition that you want to practice, then you might as well, you know, just go for it, you know, despite all the people who try to throw salt in the game and try to disrespect brothers and sisters for having a tradition that they want to follow, you know, because this is a reality. And we went over that, you know. I don't know if you are all aware of that, but we have plenty of people from the conscious community who love to disrespect Kemetic people. And the simple reason is because the Kemetic people are a minority, you know, because they are being weak. You know what I'm saying? You have people who have way larger following, who have some crazy teachings, but they don't say a single word about it, or a single word about it. You know, it's the reality, you know. So we have to deal with that, unfortunately. But the most important is that we continue to preserve this tradition and, you know, to practice this tradition, to get to know this information. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point claiming to be Kemetic all the way, you know? So stay safe, stay healthy. And if I'm allowed to by the Necheru, I will definitely holler back at you. Hotel. Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving Medu Nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's interested in learning the Medu Neter, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neter classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neter class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/ma'atforever.